Hi, I've been having a bit of a difficult time. I'm unemployed again. Hopefully, it won't last as long as last time, and I actually get a job in this field. I guess most people's start is what a computer actually is. However, after trying to put it into the script, it turned more into an educational video than a story time video. I guess a place I could start is where my interest in alternative operating systems began. I always knew there was something other than Windows out there. However, it wasn't until I went to school for my A+ computer repair certificate at West Virginia Northern Community College that I learned the mess the computer industry was in. Nothing you can buy from the big box store can run anything not run through at most 3 corporations without quite a bit of in-depth knowledge on how your specific hardware manufacturer decided to make things, and getting through a lot of scary screens to even start. Then you have to manage having no firmware protection. I wasn't exactly happy being pigeonholed into Microsoft, Apple, or Google. So I decided to explore outside my comfort zone a bit, but ultimately decided to just run with all the Microsoft approved Linuxes I could run while maintaining BIOS updates until I could get some alternative hardware. I'm not talking about just Apple here, or maybe I'll skip it, depends on what my new job will pay. I mean a Pure/Libre boot laptop. I also keep an external drive with files of everything I possibly can, so if I ever run into someone who thinks they can threaten me by encrypting my drive, I will boot from USB and nuke the drive. All my drives are encrypted already to prevent thieves from doing anything else either. Not that that means anything for hackers. I don't know if this is common or a good idea. I don't see much of it, so maybe it's an outgrowth of my run and hide mindset. Or maybe I'm being too hard on myself. Maybe I'm just being polite. Since I mentioned I didn't want to be tied to anything, you might wonder if I looked outside Linux. I have before. I decided secure boot was something I should value because I tend to lose things and things keep demanding my attention. It was not a great experience. I also rely quite a bit on laptops for the reason mentioned. However, at the time, Wi-Fi support was not great on FreeBSD. I eventually got it working with a laptop with a Ethernet port, but then my AMD inbuilt iGPU was fighting with my NVIDIA GPU, and I gave up. I'm not perfect at this cybersecurity thing, especially when I'm not feeling the best. I once accidentally let my debit card details slip because they made it seem like they were Microsoft. I was told by my mom that they probably were not, and to close my card and get a new one. So I did, and it worked out. I guess I could talk about how alienating the internet can be for me. One day I could have many of what I thought were fruitful relationships. The next they all hate me and think I'm emotionally abusing them. I thought we were just sharing our experiences. Did you want a community or a soapbox? The internet itself can be very confusing. I think I should also mention politics. I'm not far enough left for the people who make all this. I need the special hardware to use OpenMandriva and Debian as safely as I want. I don't know why people decided only going further left was the path society should take. I'm hoping the more variety I get, the more likely I'll get whatever they saved for themselves. You could probably tell how much of a problem the script was this time around. Things have just been very chaotic recently, and I perform worse under pressure. Also, I decided to go to my grandparents on my mom's side a few days since I got the opportunity. Politics is also being very confusing. It's like everyone is the opposite of what they say they are. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next video. Have a good day.